one-of-a-kind source of organic, natural cosmetics, supplements, and wellness products. Shouldn't you live healthy? Go to pebbleswellness.com. That's pebbleswellness.com.
You can care for your health naturally and fold it into your traditional medicine plan. They don't have to be at odds, do they? I have Dr. Chris Ogilve sitting next to me. They don't have to be at odds, do they?
No, absolutely.
And what's interesting is, like we were saying, for all the people who weren't tuning in to the live broadcast and seeing the behind-the-scenes broadcast, I'm just going to bring that back and talk about it for just a moment. I understand that your team focuses on Eastern medicine, and you're ready to help and understand what's going on with your body. You're a naturopath.
Yeah, absolutely. I started the Integrative Health Center of Virginia right here in Falls Church, and we have massage therapists, we have acupuncturists, and essentially, and then I'm the naturopath. So what we do is we have patient-focused care. So everybody will basically see them, get a good history, come up with an evaluation, and then we'll talk about it. We'll say, what is the best for this patient?
That is important, people. And the reason it's important is because it's a holistic picture of who you are. It's a personalized plan of action.
Absolutely.
And that's so important. I mean, you know, what do? We usually put our lives in little boxes. This is my personal life. This is my health. This is my job. But it doesn't work.
Absolutely.
You're a whole being and a whole person, and you need that attention. So this is one of our sponsors, and this is why we have Dr. Ogilve. So a lot of people don't understand how a doctor of, how do you say, naturopathy?
Yeah, naturopathy.
A doctor of naturopathy is trained, so please explain the credentials, why it's important to you.
No, actually, I'm glad you asked that, because there is a lot of misinformation out there. Essentially, we have to apply and get into a 4-year nationally certified naturopathic medical. We have to have a pre-med degree. We go through 4 years. The first 2 years of the basic sciences, just like our counterparts, our DOs and the KP counterparts. The last 2 years was focused on treatment, but the difference is that we're not using cancer surgery. We're using all natural. We try to remove the obstacles to cure. We try to allow the body to do its years, which is heal itself. So if we can get out of the way and support the body, the body's going to do what it knows how to do.
So explain, because I'm not even checking my tweets anymore because I completely go over stimulating over getting tweets and emails, messages, and everything. Explain 3 things that a stressed out, overworked person can do right now to start turning their health around.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many things that you can do that are easy. So we know as far as stress reduction, we know the debug treatment. It's the drawing line. I talk to my patients about this. They're always looking for a pill or a cure. Breathing's free. It's absolutely free. And it's yoga breathing. We're talking about intentional belly breathing. We're talking about in, out, and stomach out, and then breathing.
You have to come back because we do shows and we have one coming up on breathing. So please come back and breathe with us.
So then number 2, and this it should be obvious, but it's not. Our bodies was red.
Hey, Bill.
We come from a long line of people who were extremely active, and we're not active. A lot of us are desk jockeys, and so basically our ancestral DNA is sleeping. When you start moving, it wakes it up, and so it's a really nice. I see this with my patients all the time. We need to start moving again. It doesn't matter if you need to get a dog or get a friend, do whatever. The funnest thing that you can think of. You have to do it every day. I tell a minimum of 4 hours.
I mean, you have to throw the statistics in here. Do you realize how many Americans are overweight?
Yeah, in 2030, we're looking at half of American adults medically obese, which is huge.
So, the last thing I want you to do is just explain a personalized plan of action. Action means do.
Yeah, so we have to look at a few different areas. First, nutrition is absolutely vital. If you drive a Ferrari, obviously you're not going to put the lowest grade fuel. So essentially that's what we do every day. We feed our bodies processed food. So one, you have to give the body the optimal fuel, and essentially that's good protein, fruits and vegetables. I mean, that's really where we get in trouble with the grains, and that's been an issue. A lot of people have a hard time giving this stuff. So that's the thing. That's absolutely the first thing. The second one is your lifestyle. So you have to do those things that we were talking about: the exercise, the breathing, the free stuff, really easy. And then finally, you have to get that spiritual side. I mean, we can't, we don't live in a vacuum. We don't, one thing is not independent of the other. So if, and I'm not saying you have to go to a church or anything like that, but a knowledge
just
of
being in touch with yourself and the spiritual side of yourself. We're not talking about religion. It's so funny because people start getting uptight. They think you're talking about political stuff or religion. We're talking about being in touch with what you believe. Thank you so much. We're going to have you come back because there's so many topics to cover as far as this is concerned. This is Dr. Chris Ogilve. Yes, yes, yes. I'm talking about it on the blogs. Go to the blogs. Thanks so much.
My pleasure.